Thank you so much for joining my beautiful Tauruses. Happy New Year and welcome to your January 2018 reading. So, thank you so much for your support in December. How I'm going to roll out the readings is I'm going to do whichever sign whose birthday month is first. So, they'll be at the top of the list each month, followed by in consecutive order based upon which sign had the most views for the previous month. So, again, thank you so much for your support. And I'm going to open up your reading and tune in. All right. So, what I'm feeling is you guys' hearts are really opening up. Um, you're really connecting very deeply with yourself, with your feelings. I feel like this is very like an internal work, like an internal landscape. I don't really feel like this is something that you're working on from the sense of like a 3D aspect. And when I say that, I mean like this isn't something like related to like your job or your relationship. This is inner healing. This is self mastery. This is inner work. And you guys are really connecting deeply with your heart. I feel like you guys are starting to question things though. I feel like this is like a new process or a new kind of journey or kind of road you're taking inside of yourself on this process to self discovery, finding out who you really are. And I feel like you guys know like what you've experienced and the life that you've been living on the outside. Like there's just something that's missing, and you felt out of alignment. So I feel like a lot of you guys have gone inside and you started to question things. And that's how I'm feeling here. We have the clarity of belief. I feel like this is you're going inside and now you're tuned into, your inner pulse, your heartbeat. And here you're finding things that, are out of alignment. So this could be, belief systems, thought forms. Um, it could be, maybe you are working at a job that just doesn't serve any purpose. For example, let's say that you really believe in being able to provide or offer non GMO and non toxic, non chemical, high vibrational foods, and you believe that every human being on this planet deserves that, but you work at Monsanto. Like that's it's out of alignment with kind of like your beliefs and the standards that you hold for yourself. So, um, you know, maybe something like that is coming up for you to kind of clear so you can come more in alignment, with what's really in your heart, what really resonates with you. And both of these cards are one cards. So this is kind of like a new process, a new beginning, and a new journey here that you're taking. Like you're going within your heart and you're finding anything that doesn't resonate with you, that doesn't make your heart feel full and loving. And I feel like you're questioning it and you're going through and you're beginning to dissect and eliminate the things that don't serve you or that aren't in alignment. And you're also connecting and exploring and discovering the things that give your life, that give your heart like a pulse. So I feel like this is really beautiful energy. I feel like there's like a sifting process, like as I'm seeing a sifter, letting all the debris and stuff that you don't need kind of filter out and keeping what is working. Also, in that same process, this could be adopting new things as well. So, you know, there could be most certainly new jobs, there could be volunteer work coming in. This could be, shifting into learning about a new spiritual or belief system that is more in resonance with where you are at this particular time in your growth cycle, in your spiritual journey and process of self mastery. Um, I really feel like you guys are honoring this. You're taking care of yourself. You're listening to your needs. You're following your heart. You're listening to what your need. You're tuning in more to your different systems, your physical system, your emotional system, your spiritual system. You're trying to align yourself and come into balance. Like you're coming online. You're very tuned in. And that's how I'm feeling here with this nurture card. Like there's a lot of self-care and honoring and loving yourself that's happening here, and in doing that it's allowing you to expand. Your light is growing and you're also able to connect deeper within yourself and also connect with the divine. I feel like for some of you guys, getting outside, getting in nature, getting in some sun, um, is really going to help expand your light at this time and really help you grow, because you're shifting into this beautiful new being of light. And I feel like energy is very beautiful if you can see all the light that she's carrying here in this card. Like she's connected. She's connected with the pulse and the heartbeat of the earth. She's connected with her own spirit of soul, and she's in deep communion with the divine. This is like the Holy Spirit energy almost, you know, being connected with all that is, knowing that everything is one and everything is intrinsically connected. So, very, very beautiful energy here. Um, you know, then we have trust and flow, and I feel like I want to talk about these together because they're just calling out to me together. It's just allowing yourself to be open to this process, because this process and this journey, it's changing you, it's shifting you. um, it's like embracing this energy, embracing the divine energy that's coming into you, and allowing it to completely transform your life, because that's exactly what is happening. You're shifting from one state of being to another. This is spiritual alchemy. This is alchemy in general. So it could be spiritual, it could be, the alchemical process can be also happening in your external life. So this could be, again, like I said, jobs changing, relationships changing as well. As you're, alchemizing and shifting on the inside, as your light is growing, as you're connecting more deeply with your heart, and, purifying and weeding out the things that are inauthentic to your true self, then your vibration shifts and your vibration changes as well. And therefore, it affects everything that's going on, both within you and your world around you. And just look at the energy of these two cards. It's just very connected. There's a lot of like light here, a lot of light codes, a lot of upgrades that I feel like Taurus is like our experience, and I feel like this is a very uplifting, a very vibrant energy that's here, and you're connecting deeply with yourself. You're allowing this to happen. You're going with the flow. You're following the cosmic heartbeat and pulse. You're following your own heart. You're tuned in very, very deeply. I also feel like, the divine masculine's kind of coming up. I feel like, the masculine aspect of yourselves are connecting to how you feel about things. And that's a very beautiful energy, because even on a collective level, the masculine energy is starting to shift as we had the divine feminine energies come back in. The divine feminine energies, I feel like, are teaching the masculine how to feel, because the masculine has been kind of conditioned to not feel, to only like think and be in these ego constructs, and to be aggressive and to be in a space of separation and division. And now the feminine's like, hey, like, hey, masculine, like, it's okay to take care of yourself. It's okay to feel. This is how we heal. This is how we create the life that we want. This is how we form the connections and bonds with ourselves and others, and how we bring more beauty and love and peace into the world. And I feel like the masculine energies are like, okay, like, I'm gonna try this process. I'm gonna connect with how I feel. And you can see that this energy is helping, the masculine really tune in to his energies and really understand himself on a deep level. Very, very deep heart communion, I feel like, happening for you guys for this month. And I just want to say that, when I say masculine and feminine energies, I'm not referring to a man or a woman. Each person within themselves carries both the masculine and feminine energies. So, we're trying to have them both come online and work cohesively together. You can carry predominantly a masculine trait, or you can carry predominantly a feminine trait. But either way, the objective is to bring them online and in balance with each other so they work together as one, and that's the divine union and the divine partnership. Um, so I'm really feeling that heavily in your guys' reading. I feel like you're really working in tandem with your divine feminine and masculine counterparts, and it's really effective here for you. I feel like the more that you really work within this space for yourself, the more you're coming online, the more you're connecting so deeply um, within your heart. Then we have the heart chakra card that's here right under this love abounds. Because remember, this is a new beginning, this is a new opportunity, this is moving into a new direction, a new start, And I feel like staying with this process and really trusting it and allowing yourself to be open and allowing the things that don't resonate with that vibration of love just to go, and you're honoring that process and you're allowing yourself to really connect with yourself, and it's really opening and activating your heart chakra here. As you can see, it's really um, really helping you to expand within yourself, and this in turn is going to expand everything around you. Um, you're carrying this vibration of unconditional love, and when you carry that vibration, it serves as a template for everyone around you. Like, your vibration, your light will activate and trigger other people. People will become attracted to you because of that light that you carry. And there's something that you have to share in your gifts and your mission as it relates to this. So this is really, really, really beautiful energy. I believe last month you guys had, was it courage to step into your power? I feel like you guys are stepping into your power. Like, you went inside and you're connecting with yourself and you're beginning to understand that true power comes from the heart. It doesn't come from manipulation. It doesn't come from separation, greed, fear. It comes from connecting within your heart and allowing that vibration to be the pulse that moves you through life. So beautiful, beautiful work, Taurus. Is beautiful energy. And so I'm going to pull a card for you from the Butterfly Oracle to see what changes are going on for Tauruses for January 2018. Religion and spirituality. So yeah, this is, you're connecting deeply within the inner recesses of your heart, and this deep connection with yourself is helping you to develop a even deeper understanding of yourself and yourself as it comes to the relationship with the divine, with source energy, with God. And this is why you're going inside, because you're getting to the heart of the matter. You're connecting to your truth. And our truths are not our outer experiences. Truths come from our inner experiences and that divine communion that we have with source energy, with God. And when we're connected to that divine pulse, that fills our hearts, and that creates a resonance, and that resonance in our hearts sends signals to our brain, and they function cohesively together because typically our brains are kind of programmed to just function to serve the ego. But now what happens is that divine pulse is within our hearts. And I think in another video, I can't remember what sign it was, I started talking about the Holy Grail, because I've been feeling that energy a lot. I feel like the Holy Grail is the opening of our hearts in communion with divine energy. And when that pulse, when that vibration, when those signals are sent to the brain, our higher selves, the divine part of ourselves, activates and sends those signals to the brain so that the ego comes in alignment with the higher self or the soul self and allows those divine messages, our mission, our gifts to be expressed through the ego. So they're not separate anymore. They're working cohesively together. And I really feel this energy for you guys. Um, so just, trust the process. Allow it to keep coming in just with open arms. Let the light that's coming in, the guidance that's coming in, the messages that are coming in, allow it to flow. Allow it to come in through your heart. It's stirring you and it's moving you in the right direction. So I'm going to pull a healing card for you guys. That came right on out. Healing messages for my beautiful Tauruses. Detoxification. So yeah, I feel like this is like when I was talking about kind of like, the I believe it's called a sieve or a strainer. I will say a strainer too, where it's like I feel like that's the process you guys are going through. Like you're pouring, your contents into this strainer, and what's coming out in the bowl underneath is all the things that you found within you, this inner work and this inner journey you're doing in your heart that's kind of been tainting you, that's been kind of toxic, and you're just moving that stuff out so that you can purify your heart and really clean out your energy systems. I feel like that's the nurturing energy, cleaning out your energy systems so that you're coming more in alignment and attuned with yourself. So this is why I feel like detoxification is coming up. This is taking care of yourself, taking care of your energy. Detoxification's also, again, like if it's getting rid of toxic relationships, toxic jobs, and so forth, that's still the same energy. Detoxification can also be, cleaning up your diet. If you've been eating a lot of processed foods with like GMOs, foods that are not living, like you haven't been drinking water, like this is the time where you want to do this, because we're really like a lot of toxicity and debris and stuff like that is really being filtered out of your system. So this may be a good time for you to actually do like a physical and like a food detox as well. Um, This is beautiful. This is a change. There's a transformation that's happening within Tauruses, within your energy field. I feel a lot of upgrades happening, a lot of purification. But I feel like this is really beautiful energy. This is um, quite the movement from last month. So it's like I feel like you stepped into this. You had the courage. You're like, okay, I'm going to go into this. I'm going to trust this. I'm going to move. And now this energy is opening up where you're connecting deeper with yourself, and it feels quite beautiful what's happening here. And so I'm going to pull one more card for you guys for healing. I just feel guided to pull one more. Thank you. Miracle healing. Look at that. Miracle healing. So what I'm feeling here is that you're going, like what's coming through is like the cleanup process. You're going through this cleanup process because your vibration and your light is going to have such a tremendous impact on the world. When you carry, like I feel like I'm seeing a seed, like you're carrying this vibration, and when you bloom, when you blossom and you sprout, your vibration, your resonance is going to trigger what I'm thinking, it was the 100th monkey effect, where your energy and your resonance is going to trigger other people in the world. That's what I'm really feeling here with this miracle healing. As you can see, it's like the fairy, she's pointing at the planet. She's pointing at the planet, and it's like her vibration, her healing resonance is to help change the world, to help shift the vibration of the world, to help bring peace and hope and divine beauty and light into the world. And I feel like, by you navigating this and connecting deeply with yourself, you begin to shift so that you can step outside of yourself, being of service to others, being, in a healed space yourself, and you're able to share your gift with others coming from a healed space. It's hard to And this is why we struggle right now from the world perspective, is because we all want changes, we all want solutions, we want to end all of the issues that we have, but no one's willing to go within themselves and take personal responsibilities for their own energy and their patterns and their vibrations that they emit. So in not doing that work, we're perpetuating that energy collectively. But when we each do our work, it changes our vibration and we come online and we trigger other people to do that. And the more that everybody comes online in this loving vibration, we connect with our divinity and our unconditionally loving self, then we can begin to shift the vibration of our planet. And I feel like Tauruses have so much to share with humanity in terms of those spaces. So beautiful, beautiful work for you guys. Hopefully that resonates with you. And if you enjoy the readings here, just make sure that you click subscribe, and make sure you also hit the little notification bell next to it so you know when a new content is posted on the channel. And also, I want to share with you guys, if you are in the Philadelphia, Delaware, and South Jersey area, I will be doing some traveling work from January 4th to January 8th. So I'll be offering personal self mastery readings like what I offer for you guys that will be attuned to your own specific resonance. That will be in person. I'm also going to be offering space and home clearings, tuning up, clearing out any energies in your home. It's beautiful if you've never really done like really deep clearing, or if you just moved into a new home or space. And also for 2018, I am adding, very excited about it, crystal feng shui. Crystal Feng Shui works very well in tandem with the home clearing. So if you would like to get that together, I'll offer a discount for getting it together. Of course, you can do them separately, but Crystal Feng Shui, I tune into the energetic resonance in your home, as well as like your grid, that your property's on, and I get insights as to what crystals will help balance out the energy in your home, to change the vibration. Also, if you're someone, for example, like if you're trying to bring more abundance into your home, I would tune in, help you set up an area to bring prosperity, abundance into your home. It could be specific crystals, it could be like a grid, it could be a prosperity altar that I help you set up with. And of course, like if you don't have access to those crystals, then as many of you know, that also sell crystals as well. So you would receive a discount on your crystal package as well with this service. And then last but not least, I will be offering crystal Reiki and energy healing work as well. So appointments are limited, but if it's something that resonates with you or calls to you, you can email me at intheroughcrystals@gmail.com to book your appointment. And of course, if you would like a reading at any time, you could email me as well. And I'll put all this info in the description below. So in closing out, I want to send you guys the vibration of unconditional love. Okay? Unconditional love. And thank you guys so much for joining. And I will see you in February. Take care.